you need to know more about the second person. Welcome to Writing Week Point of View. As I mentioned in my previous video, this week we're doing things a little bit different and everyone is taking a certain point of view and discussing that. So on Monday, Jeannie talked about third person objective, which is sort of a fly on the wall or camera operator, as she said. Tuesday, Wiki talked us through third person subjective and third person limited, which is what most fiction is written in nowadays. On Wednesday, AUKD talked to us about first person. And yesterday, on Thursday, KL talked to us about third person omniscient, which is basically the narrator is God. That leaves me with second person. I think second person is sort of the bastard child of all of the points of view because you don't see a lot of people writing in it, but we talk in it all the time. Like I just said, you don't see a lot of people writing it. The primary pronoun in second person is you. And as other people mentioned, second person can be used to put the reader into the story. That's primarily used in like choose your own adventure stories or role-playing manuals. Second person is also used for recipes and for like tech manuals when you're putting things together because the you is implied when the recipe says add 3 eggs. The thing that makes second person an interesting point of view is when it's used as a literary device, because it doesn't have to be about putting the reader in the story. What it can be about is distancing the character from the events. There's a great personal essay that I had the pleasure of being able to select and publish in my school literary magazine, The Cypress Stone. The essay is about the daughter of a quadriplegic and how she has to take care of her mom. This is not something that's very happy for her to do, and she complains about it a lot, and it's not something she really wants to complain about. Who wants to complain about having to take care of your mom? But it's an excellent use of second person. I'm going to read part of it. Suspension of disbelief comes easily to you because you want nothing more than to leave the life you are living, even though you know this desire makes you a bad person. You think of yourself in second person, because the one place where you don't want to suspend your disbelief is in your own life. You don't want to give in and accept the fact that this is your life and she is your mother. So that's a great example of how the second person can be used as a literary device, where we're learning a lot about the character based on the fact that she just doesn't want to identify these feelings as her own. And that says a heck of a lot about her state of mind in the story. Wiki brought up something in her video that I just want to touch on briefly, and that's how to choose a point of view. I take a more analytical approach to things, because every decision that you make, particularly with point of view, tells you a lot about your story. Obviously, whoever your point of view is, if you're writing in first person or in limited third, they probably are going to be your main character or one of the main characters. If you're writing in omniscient, you have to do a lot of thinking about what information you want given to the reader and how you're going to use an omniscient point of view to build and expand on your world. If you're using third-person objective, that really needs a specific kind of story that doesn't rely on having those interior thoughts of any narrator. One of my writing professors told me that there are 2 things that you have to make a conscious decision about, and you have absolutely no excuse to not think about them. One of them is point of view, and the other one is verb tense. So if nothing else, you really should think about your point of view.